All right, before I begin, let's go ahead and change the coordinates for h from 4, -6 to 3, -6. Okay, so just make that quick additional change. All right, so triangle HIJ with its vertices. What is the area in square units of triangle HIJ? So we're going to start off with what is the area of a triangle. It is a half times a base times a height. And do remember, okay, base and height, when you go to the doctor's office, you have to stand up straight, perpendicular to the floor, and you're going to make a 90-degree angle. Now, when we're doing areas, sometimes the base isn't really on the floor. You just have to find what makes this perpendicular L, basically. You see the L right this way, that way, and backwards L. So sometimes it's not standing up straight, but it's like sideways. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and plot the points. Remember, it goes X and then Y. So this is going to be 3 on the X-axis, -6 on the Y-axis. This creates a point. So 2 of them make 1 point. This is point H. So just go ahead and label as you go. I is 9 and -3. So 9 on the X-axis, -3 on the Y-axis. And that's going to bring us to point I. So 2 coordinates make a point. And then finally 3 on the X and -2 on the Y. 3 on the X and -2 on the Y. That is going to bring us to point J. All right, do your very best to just connect it as straight as you can. You can see I'm not that great at it either. So just, do your. All right, so once you have connected your points up to make this triangle, you need to find, again, remember, a straight line that makes a perpendicular, a 90-degree angle with a base. So let's assume that I choose this as the base, HI. All right, so it's kind of slanted, so tilt your head over to the left so you can see. I need to, in order to get this height of the triangle, to go perpendicular to the height. So I can draw it here, so don't draw this for a second. I can draw it here, but here's the thing. So this is 90, but I cannot count these boxes so I can see how high it is. So that's not going to work because that's not going to help me. All right, I'm going to try this side right here. So again, tilt your head to the right-hand side. And I wish I could tilt it on the computer, but I cannot. So tilt your head to the right. If this is the base and I draw a perpendicular line to the height, which means completely straight, do you see that I make that 90-degree angle I'm looking for? So again, the base of the triangle, wherever the base is, and it doesn't necessarily have to be on the floor, wherever the base of the triangle is, if you can draw a perpendicular line, which means if one is Y, the other is X. If one is X, the other is Y. Okay, so if you can draw a perpendicular line to the height of the triangle, that is your base and this is your height. All right, so I've got a base right here. Okay, so the area of any triangle, as we talked about, is 1/2 times the base times the height. So the area of this specific triangle is 1/2 times whatever the base is. So we just talked about the base. The base has to make a perpendicular, which means a 90-degree angle with the height. So this is the base right here. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Or remember, you can start at the actual point and count the lines. 1. So you don't count until you move. 1. Not 1 here, but 1. Or you can say 0, then 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this height is 4. All right. And then, sorry, the base is 4. So this base is equal to 4. And then we're going to multiply by the height, which makes a perpendicular line to the base. So a 90-degree angle to the base. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I got to the very top of the triangle. So that's 6. Put that all in the calculator. Half of 4 is 2 times 6 is 12. So that area is 12. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you are going to use this picture on this left-hand side, okay, to answer these questions. Let's practice.